work on the onset is working with Richard Linklater. I think that's everybody. But once we all understood that we got the part and we would be working with Rick, getting to meet everybody honestly was like, because he didn't know what was going to happen. How am I going to fit in? Like, is there going to be people who don't like me? Is there people I don't like? You don't know. And then getting to the ranch and being like, oh my God, everybody is awesome. They're great people. This is going to be a great experience regardless. That was truly, after meeting people, that was what I was looking forward to, is being able to work with all the people who I could call friends.
Yeah, man, it was, I'm about to tell on myself so bad right now. So I got the call back, and I hadn't even gotten the film yet, and so I got online and kind of looked at who was attached. I saw that, I thought Tyler was attached, Ryan was attached, and I'm pretty sure Wyatt was attached at this point. And I was like, I have to do so much research. That night, I went to go see 22 Jump Street because it was yeah. I was like, okay, so that's who this guy is. I went back and rewatched Step Up.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I had seen that. I saw that on my birthday.
You said rewatch.
I went on my birthday the year before. I went to go see Step Up in a movie theater in Tyler, Texas, because I'm from Athens. So you have to drive 40 minutes to go to a nice movie theater.
You went 40 minutes to see my movie, man?
Step Up was my jam, dude. Are you kidding me? And Teen Wolf, man, I was like, okay, episode. All right, so that's the guy. Okay.
I just had him turning into a wolf on replay at home.
Talk much. Research. It's so cool. Then you get there and you meet these guys, and they're nice people. I was hoping like, oh man, all these Hollywood types, they're gonna be so mean. No, they're awesome.
Yeah. I think everybody fell in love with either Slacker or Days Confused, or I mean, like one of his many before Sunset, after Sunset.
Mm-hmm. So. Boyhood was rolling around that time when we were casting. So
yeah, I hadn't watched Boyhood at that time. I watched it while we were filming, though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was incredible. But I think the thing that attracted me to this was obviously Rick. I mean, Rick's the epicenter of what we do. We wouldn't be here without him, and we wouldn't be the people we are without him. But like he was saying, it's very daunting to think about all these personalities and see how we could mesh or not mesh, because we always kind of assume there's going to be that one person that we don't like. But everybody was so cohesive in trying to get to the same endpoint and just create something beautiful.
Yeah, I think for me it was the opportunity to tell this story, which isn't necessarily a story. I think that's why I loved it so much. It was the idea of everything that I loved about being in college and being part of a team. To tell that in this way is something that most people won't allow you to do in a film. Like, well, what's the arc? What's the beginning? What's the conflict? And what do we get to? Kind of thing. So to have someone like allow all of us to have the opportunity to tell this kind of a story, which is really just a window into a world that I love so much and have such great memories of, to share that with people, I think was that was an exciting thing outside of the obvious of working with Rick. But
he has a lot of memories of the 1980s.
A lot of memories of the 80s. They were good times. They were good times. I got a couple grades. Leave me alone. It wasn't that bad yet.
We harp on it a lot and come back to it a lot, but that time at the ranch is the basis for everything. Mm-hmm. So anytime we'd talk about an idea, or anytime we would talk about something that we thought would fit somewhere well within whatever we were doing, when running it by him, he would kind of be the arbiter of saying, yeah, that we would do that, we would do that. So it wasn't us trying to be in 1980. It was us trying to kind of be ourselves, or like 5% of 100% of ourselves, and that was, I think, how we made it all fit together. And Rick, I think Rick made the puzzle, and then he got the puzzle pieces, and then we would bring puzzle pieces together, and then he'd say, oh yeah, that one fits, and that one fits, and that's how he sort of logged it all out, and that's why I think that it strings along the way it does and feels like 1980, because it's us. That's how Rick was. Rick said that's how I was in 1980. Nothing's changed.
So
except
authentic.
the clothes and the music.
I hated it.
The worst.
You want to have a confession?
We really don't get along. I mean, so much that we moved in together.
Yeah, we moved in together actually.
We can't stand each other.
It was, it was like the world's greatest experience.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, 100%.
That's how great it was.
If I could get a chance to work with these guys all over again, I would take it within a heartbeat. You wouldn't have to pay me; I would just do it.
Yeah. I said probably after leaving playing ball, and you can put me same thing with hockey. After leaving that experience of I love baseball, I love my teammates. This was the greatest 8 weeks that I had
Yeah.
since then.
It was
Since
longer
that
than
time.
that, though. It was 3 months.
I think you're right around there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought after I stopped playing hockey, like I thought I'd never feel that again.
Yeah.
Because it's very specific. It's like you're working towards a common goal. You guys are, there's a lot of guys in the locker room. There's also that like private aspect of what we were doing.
The locker room
like,
talk.
it's like just ours, and it's sort of like nobody will ever know about it.
Yeah.
Synopsis.
But yeah. You guys want to do it? No, but there's stuff like that that's like you can't feel like you wouldn't get anywhere else, and that the way it was set up and the guys that he cast, it just happened, and it was a more fulfilling experience for me because I was able to experience it and not feel the pressures of what being a true athlete
Have a
brings.
good game the next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So
It made me question about going back into baseball.
so, dude,
I could do this.
Yeah.
I think everybody hits a different type of humor, you know, whether, the just naturally cool guy, with the best mustache in the world, or this guy, he's just so eclectic and so, like,
Wise.
yeah, wise beyond his years for some reason.
Well, maybe not beyond his years.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
yeah.
Well, I mean, and then, like you have Finn. Like, it's just funny that Finn talks so much.
Oh my God! Yeah.
There's that part where he's
like
just
a
about to go
rabbit. He
in.
just
and you're just like, yep. No,
The
I'm not gonna
dugout.
listen to this again.
I love the look in the dugout. Yeah.
Oh God, Finn's doing it again. So I mean, everybody just has their. I mean, it's almost like each person has their own running gag. Like each time you see them in a scene, it's like that running gag is going to coincide with that person's thing, with that person's thing. So each time you're kind of expecting a new mix of humors because really quick we try to get you to know who these guys are. So
But we also slipped into characters so easy, like just
Yeah.
outside of set, So that way we are always kind of like working on it just naturally, not really thinking about it. So when it does come to film, we already had those beats.
And everybody individually filled out their roles like so well and authentically. That was something that I noticed last night too.
Yeah.
Was that like watching everybody, like the more you watch the movie, you can actually watch one character. You can watch it 12 times, 13 times, and watch one character each time and see like all the stuff they're doing. And everybody always filled out. There's no dead space in any of the characters. So I think that like that life translates onto screen.
Yeah, there's always so much going on in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never stopped.
Totally never stopped.
Everyone had a through line.
Someone's competing something.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, everybody can see see themselves in our characters. Maybe not to the extremes that we do it, and I mean, we're 21, 22-year-old kids that are having a little bit too much fun in the 80s, with no Twitter or Instagram to catch you up. To get
have your fun. You can't just find it online. You gotta go have fun.
Go have fun. Go have fun, and then no one's gonna know about it.
But I think that also changed our perspective in real life too, because I don't know about you guys, but I try to stay off my phone now. I try to stay away from technology a little bit and just enjoy what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
When people realize that locker room scene is that's a one
shot.
Yeah, they realize that because like you see it and you're like, oh man, this is hilarious. But then like the cinephiles are gonna watch it and be like, wait, and they see Blake come in, and they're gonna see that whole thing. You're like, oh my God, that whole thing was. Oh man, I was impressed by it last night. I was just like, the way it was coming in, because I'm seeing what was happening with our cameraman and how we were like directing people. It's like, hey, you come in now. Like, it was just such a beautifully crafted scene.
So seamless.
I love the baseball scene because I think when you get there, like the movie can fall apart if the guys can't play baseball.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, we've just been being lied to for the
Actors.
past hour.
It was like your greatest team on campus, and you suck.
And then but when you get to the baseball, it's like, holy shoot. These guys can play. Thank you. Like these guys can play. These guys can actually play baseball, and and I think that adds to the authenticity of the movie.
Mine was Naked Willoughby. Because I've never seen Wyatt that flexible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You impressed me, my friend.
Well, my body is
It's a temple. Yeah.
And
an amusement park at the same time.
I think mine is Willoughby and Jake shooting pool. That scene gets me every single time. I love that. That is going to be your quote in that is going to be on the front of my phone for I don't even know how long, for a while.
Gotta
It's
let
gonna
out
be
your
here for
inner
a while.
strange, man. Yeah, you gotta be strange.
Bring who you are, never who they want, and that's when it's fun. It's
Yeah.
just like I will quote that forever.
That's the truest words of a pitcher too.
Love it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pitchers are crazy. I was a pitcher. We're all nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta like take my own advice.
Man, I knew what I was talking about right there.